Hello, this is a special episode of Zoom and Friends. This episode is called Zoom with Cousin. I'm still your host, Roberto. So, as I said before, this is not Zoom with Friends today because my guest today is my cousin from LA, who is not only a great actress, but a good cousin, my lovely cousin, Katie Stone. Katie, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. This is so fun.
Thank you. I'm glad you're here. This is actually,
Me too.
let's see. All right. So the first one I'm going to do is I have these 6 questions and I have this dice. And whatever the dice lands on, we are both going to answer the question and guess each other's answers.
Okay.
So, number 2. So first question. Do you think people in the family give you a nickname? If so, what is it? And I actually wrote this question wrong. How did it come to existence?
Okay. I know Aunt Mary has one for me.
I know your mom has one for me.
Oh, I know what it is. Oh my god, this is so funny. I haven't thought about this in a really long time.
Alright. So, do you think people in the family give you a nickname? If so, what is it and how did it come? I think people call you. I never heard someone in the family call you gave you a nickname. I'm guessing like Kate. I don't know. Am I right?
Yeah.
Kate?
That's like the name. Well, that's like the name I picked out for myself. But Aunt Mary used to call me Kate the Great. And that also might have come from Grandpa. Grandpa called me Kate the Great. And I don't know where it came from, but I think they were just trying to make me feel good about myself when I was feeling insecure or sad.
Oh. Well, hopefully, I hope you're not sad anymore.
No, not anymore.
Okay, so do you think people in the family gave me a nickname? If so, what is it? I don't know how it came, but how did it come to existence?
Well, I'm going to say that there's an even more Italian version of your name that's like an Italian nickname that either your mom or your dad gave you. Maybe like when you were really, really little. Like some weird nickname that you had got when you were like I feel like it's an Italian nickname, like it's not an American one.
Well, I think my mom used to call me like Berto. I haven't called Berto, but I know my brothers call me Bert from Bert and Ernie.
Oh my god, I love it.
So does your mom call me Bert?
Oh my god, she does.
Someone else does in the family. I don't remember who, but that's been my nickname in the family, Bert. I like it though. Bert and Ernie.
I like it too.
Hey, Bert. Okay, so landed on 4.
It's cute.
I like it.
Cute name.
So, if you had a chance, I wrote this wrong too.
It's okay, honey.
If you had a chance to spend a day with anyone in the family, who would it be? That's tough.
Well, I mean, I guess I need to say you. Okay,
doesn't have
first
to be,
it's gonna be.
But I appreciate it.
I think it's gonna. Okay, I have to write this down. I totally forgot. Hold on.
I just have to.
You have to guess. Okay, I'm gonna. Now it can't be you because I already told you. Okay, so it's gonna be somebody totally different. Let me think about it. Who would it be?
I wish it was all of them because everyone's so far away.
You know.
I think the closest person to me is Aunt Carol.
You know, I know. I know who it is for me.
And I still need a minute to think. Actually, okay.
Like somebody you could have fun with, who's chill.
Yeah, I think that's everyone. Because I'm thinking more of like a cousin. Thinking more of like cousins. Because I love my aunt and uncles, but the cousins are like around my age, and I feel like I'd have more fun with one of the cousins than aunts and uncles. Not that there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
It's just we're all around each other's age.
True. Okay, so can
Okay,
I
I have my
guess?
answer.
Okay, shit. I'll guess yours. Okay, what about it's either Pat Stone or JP.
Oh, I actually put you.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
put
god,
you.
that's so sweet. I'm
Because
actually
you're like
really
you're
fun.
across the country, and I don't get to chat with you that much. And I think one thing we have in common is like film, because I make them, you star in them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an interesting.
Okay, I think that's so cute, and I love that. And you would have so much fun with me, because I love
think I'd have a
adventure.
blast.
So we would do all sorts of really cool shit. Because I do like an adventure.
Adventure is my middle name.
We go camping. We go out into the wild. We'd find hot springs. We'd find swimming holes.
That'd be fun.
We'd make it a day.
Nice.
Be a blast.
That'd be fun to do when COVID is over.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I think you put taking a wild guess. I think you put Emily.
I didn't put Emily. I thought about Emily. But ultimately when I think about our family, I actually love just chilling, and I put Uncle Frank, because he's the chillest dude ever.
Uncle Frank is cool.
Uncle Frank and I have had really when I was filming the movie last summer or 2 summers ago, whatever, we hung out a lot. We would go get a drink randomly or we'd go house hunting together to open houses in Connecticut randomly together. And I was like, man, Uncle Frank is pretty cool. I could hang with this guy because it's chill. He's a chill guy.
You filmed in Connecticut or Massachusetts?
I stayed with them in Connecticut.
Oh. But you filmed in New York then, or was this all Connecticut?
I filmed in New York. Yeah. I was so grateful to have a place to stay.
Well, that's nice. Good for you.
I know. It was nice to have my own room.
All right. What is the most unique or interesting job you've ever had?
Oh.
Only had
the most unique. I've had a lot of unique jobs.
Only had 2 jobs in my life.
I have to God, I've had so many random. I mean, every job I've had has been unique. I got paid to do some random stuff.
I've had 2 jobs in my life, and they were literally the same. They were almost the same thing. Okay.
This is a good question.
Thank you. I made these up last night.
They're good. They're good questions.
Thank you.
Okay, you want to try and guess mine? Yeah, I have an answer.
Okay. I mean, I know you've been in movies, but I've only seen 2 of them. You've done commercials. I've seen 2 commercials of them, and they weren't weird, in my opinion. I don't know, I would say a modeling gig. It was interesting or unique, perhaps.
Yeah. Well, I think the craziest one is because the commercials are so big, especially like the SAG commercials and like the national commercials. I think like the coolest, most unique job was the one where I got to go down to Mexico City for Corona. And we filmed in a warehouse in Mexico City for like 4 days.
Oh, wow.
And literally we were like in this like fake elevator box filming for 4 days for like 20 hours a day. It was insane. I was exhausted.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then we had like, I mean, that's like probably one of the biggest productions. I've been on a couple big productions, but that was like one of the most extreme.
Wasn't that horror film you were in big as well? Like, was that a big production?
Yeah. Well, not as big as the Corona commercial, because it was like just a Lifetime movie. So it still had a big like production and crew, but not like that, you know?
Right. That was a cool commercial. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the most unique or interesting job I've ever had, you think?
I'm gonna say working with other cardiac patients.
I put my film job that I had over the summer during high school because it was my first ever job I've ever had. And it was only unique because like something like that exists in my area. Because I mean, the people who are watching this video are the people who I know who live in my area. So they probably know what I mean when I say like the film job I had over the summer during high school is, I wouldn't say unique, but it's something you don't find in my area.
Yeah.
So, but it was fun though. I mean, I got to meet Sam L. Jackson. That I think was the coolest part of my job. I met Sam L. Jackson. That was really cool. It was
That's really cool.
I
love that guy.
He's cool. It was my first summer there. We had a surprised video chat guest speaker, and it was Sam L. Jackson.
Oh my god, that's so cool. Crazy.
He was nice. He was a cool guy. But I learned cool skills. I liked the job a lot. It was, and then I think the second job I had was at Dutchess Community College. I worked in the film department. Basically, I helped students get film equipment, get them into editing rooms, and it wasn't really unique, but it was fun.
Oh yeah, it sounds fun.
I liked it. Oh, it was nice. Coworkers were unique people.
That's really cool.
So, would you like to be famous, and in what way?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so would I like to be famous, and in what way?
Yes, you would.
In what way?
In what way?
Like,
For I think you want to be famous either for film or being a famous cardiologist.
I put for being me. Just
For being you.
like I want to be known for like just not for my career in the future, but who I am. Like nice person, smart, tough,
Oh,
kind.
oh, that's so sweet. I really like that answer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think you would like to be famous for either being a famous actress or model, one of those.
Nope.
Oh, is it the same as mine?
I actually don't want like that kind of, I mean, I've thought about this a lot, right? Because I studied and worked as an actor for so long. So I've like thought about fame a lot and thought I wanted that, but as I've gotten older, you get and you
I can't hear you. What
actually
you said?
destroy your personal life and your mental health, and it can kind of like create a prison. And one of my top values is freedom. So if my top value is freedom to like want fame simply to like mask an insecurity, and which won't actually get me what I want. Like what I really want is looking for love in all the wrong places, basically. So I don't want fame like that. I think what I want is just a respected notoriety. Like I'm an expert in my field, whatever that is. Maybe it's just a good reputation. I'm a good actor, which gives me opportunities to play roles that are like fun and challenging and joyful for me. And then also like makes building my business easier. Like being able to create a business that gives me a platform to help more people and more kids, essentially, because of my Heartspeak program, my empowerment program. I would like that to get more notoriety, and I would like to build it into a place where it can get more like write-ups in the media, get out there more to more people, so that I can actually like bring more people together and do some really cool stuff with young people in empowerment, teaching them an education they may not have gotten in school. You know, I just finished my first one, so it was really inspiring and exciting and like so uplifting and so creative. And I don't know, there's just something about building something creative. That's what I would like to be known for, is like be able to implement, to create something that helps others, that's a benefit to others, that adds value to other people's lives. I think that's like, if you want to be famous for anything, that's probably, it's still an idol for sure. I think it's still like a world idol. You know, you're still seeking outside of yourself, but if it benefits humanity, then I think that why not chase that?
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
I think everyone wants to be famous for helping people or being known for doing something right. That's just my opinion. Okay, so
Wait, say that again, honey. It was that the sound was off. What did you say, hon?
I said I think people want to be most famous for being like helping people and being known that they made an impact in humanity. That's what I think. Everyone wants to be famous for like helping someone based on whatever they do or how they are.
I have this like vision in my mind because I've done a lot of spiritual study, and I've been really interested in like the afterlife. And you know, Mom had a near-death experience when she had open heart surgery. So my mom's an Aquarian, so she's like super into weird, leading edge occult stuff, and she not religious, but more like what's beyond form, people. You know, because you've had those experiences. But But I think like, well, if I die and I have to like review my lifetime and like what I did in my life, like I want it to be as few moments where I like hurt people as possible, and as many moments of like just like filled with love and joy and helping others and like doing things because I wanted to, I don't know, give more, you know, because I think when you give, you receive. And so I just want my life, it's a little, I guess it's a little selfish in some ways, because I want my life review to be like really awesome. Like I don't want to have so many regrets.
I think we all want to have a good life. We all want to have a life that we can tell kids during story time in school.
Yeah, exactly.
I would want a story like that.
These are good questions.
Thank you. I do all this stuff like the night before, like 1 a.m. I'm either doing this or watching TV, but I did this last night.
This is cool. I like it.
Thank you. So what embarrasses you the most, and or what's been your most embarrassing moment? Nope.
Okay, I'm ready.
Hang on, give me a minute. Okay. So, what embarrasses you the most, and or what's been your most embarrassing moment? For you, I think, I don't know, maybe something when you were filming, like maybe you did something during a shoot, or a scene where it was, oh man, that's embarrassing.
I've embarrassed myself so many times in auditions. Like, probably like the most embarrassing thing I did was like, I had to audition for this like Nashville show, and they wanted like people to be able to sing, and I brought my ukulele in, and it was just like, oh my God, it was so bad. And then like I had this terrible Southern accent, and like they didn't want that, and I had practiced with it so much that I couldn't get out of it. And like I just totally bombed that audition. Like I just like fell flat on my face. Like not only was my song crap, like I did my best, you know, I was on the uke, like I could play a little uke. But yeah, when I got time to like actually do it, like that's why you're not supposed to have an accent with like with contemporary shows, and you shouldn't practice with an accent, because if they want you to like not have the accent, it's really hard if you're practicing it with the accent. You can't do it. Like I couldn't do it. Didn't get a call back on that one.
Oh wow.
And also I have another embarrassing moment when I lost my patience with a student this fall in the Google Doc, like in the Google Doc comments. And like sometimes like teaching is so repetitive, and it was like fall is just such a grind with like all the applications and like the deadlines, and it's just such a grind. And I like just got so annoyed, and my comments were just like pretty rough, like a little bit too direct kind of a vibe. And I think the parents saw and weren't impressed. It wasn't a good look. But you know, it was kind of like it's a grind. Like that editing work is a grind. So I had to check myself on that. Yeah, I'm still teaching.
No, are you teaching this certain student you're talking about?
Yeah. He wasn't bothered by it at all.
Oh, okay.
It was more like the way it came off. Like if you don't know our relationship, then the way it comes off is like a little bit harsh. But it wasn't. It wasn't intended that way. I was just trying to be efficient. And unfortunately, with any business, you have to have a little more tact with the way you deliver criticism or suggestions. That was only one time though. I don't teach like that typically, but I hadn't slept in 2 days. Like I had gone on a retreat and then I had a shoot that I did and I had to sleep in the car because like the hotel, because of COVID that I booked was like shut down. And then I'd driven literally from Sedona to like Arrowhead in LA back to LA and I had not slept. And I was just like, so there was reasons for it. There was like a lot of good reasons for why I like wrote kind of harsh comments. And I didn't even remember it. Like if I had like known how harsh they came off, obviously I wouldn't have done it. But I was sleep deprived and just trying to get work done.
Oh wow. Well,
so that's mine. What about you? What's your most embarrassing moment? I don't know. I can't think of anything. What it would be for you.
I think some embarrassing moments was I farted in class a couple times, but accidentally. I farted on a date, but I got away with it because we were at a restaurant and the waitress come and I farted when the waiter came, and my date asked, "Do you smell that? Something smells funny." And I said, I think our waiter must have farted. It's like, that's really unprofessional. So I got away with that pretty easily.
Oh my god.
And then what was it?
Silly.
I think that was all I wrote. Yeah. So I farted in class a couple of times accidentally. And farted on a date accidentally. These are all accidents.
All accidents. Clearly.
Did not plan for it at all. I am a gentleman.
You know what? I expect nothing less from you, dear.
Thank you.
Nothing less. Okay.
Okay, so the last question. Actually, not the last one, but last one on the list. If you could change one thing about your personality, what would it be?
I know it. I know the answer to it already. I actually already know the answer to this.
Same. People have been telling me this for a long time.
People have been telling you this for a long time?
Not really long, but it's been mentioned to me.
Okay, what I think if you had to change one thing about your personality, it would be that you are too nice.
Yeah, I've been called too nice. Like I need to develop more of a backbone. Like, try to, it's okay to say no once in a while, or not be pushed around. Because sometimes I'm way too nice, and I need to. Like, it's okay to be nice, but
yeah, it is.
It's too nice. I get too nice at times where I can be pushed around. I don't like that, so I'm trying to develop a backbone. Actually, not a backbone, but I would say like, I guess more street smarts. I think that's the best way to say it. More street smarts and a bigger backbone. Basically, not be too nice.
I think that's pretty doable, love.
I think so too. It's just hard.
Well,
It's hard for me. It's hard for me.
In order to change anything, you have to catch it. All you have to do is have the awareness of when you're being too nice. And then it's really easy to change, because once you have awareness, it's actually really easy when you have awareness to make a different choice. You just need to be aware of it as you're doing it. You know what I mean?
Yes, I understand. Be more aware when I'm too nice and fix it.
Yeah. I can't believe I guessed that.
Yeah, that was actually a good guess.
It was a good guess. I
For
feel like
you-
I read your mind. I was trying to
Maybe.
be telepathic with you.
Maybe you are telepathic.
I think I am. I think we all are.
That'd be pretty cool. I don't know what would be for you. Change your personality.
Go for it. Throw
One
out a
thing-
few guesses out there.
I don't know. Maybe have less embarrassing moments at auditions.
Okay, well,
I'm just kidding. I'm teasing.
what I would like, well, yes, that actually would be cool, but I think I'm less worried about that than I am about like my daily life. I'm more interested. Hold on one sec.
No
I had
rush.
to eat something. Like I was getting really hungry.
That's okay.
All these questions, I'm like, oh my god, what? My brain
Your
needs
brain.
brain food,
That's good. Always have brain food when you're hungry.
right? What I think for me would be my thing that I wanted to change would be I think I want to be more optimistic, more hopeful, like believe in myself more.
I always
Because
thought
I
you
can-
were always optimistic.
Yeah,
You never seem like a gloomy glum.
I'm not, but sometimes my inner world can be a little bit different sometimes. My inner world can reflect a little bit more doubt, less trust, less rosiness. And so I'm working on that because I actually like would really like to be able to redirect my mind more often to the good, the loving, the positive, like what makes me really happy. And I've been working on that actually. So I actually am in the process of working on that.
Do you think the pandemic has affected your optimism and hopefulness?
Yeah, to a degree, for sure. And I've done a lot of personal work on myself. So if that can affect me, if that can affect me in the way it is with all the spiritual work I've done, can't imagine what everybody else is going through in terms of like struggling with mental health. Yeah, I've like felt like it's hard for me to imagine the future. Like the things that used to bring me joy don't bring me as much joy. Like I've had to like really force myself to like do things that bring me happiness, like to really like make effort to do self-care, which is like self-care is a big topic, but self-care is like just looking towards what you love, like focusing on what you love, building a life that you love, like learning the things that you love. Like a good life takes effort. You have to always be putting effort into what you want your life to be and envisioning what you want your life to be. And then taking all the steps towards what that vision is. Okay, like how am I going to get there?
Right.
You know, and lately I felt for sure like, well, where do I want to go? I don't know where I want to go. How do I make a decision?
You can always stay in your storage house, your storage box
shipping
house.
container home. No, I'm gonna be out of here next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I want to go somewhere else. Again, like I like to. I don't like life to stay the same all the time. Like I want change. I want to change. I want to grow. I want to do something new. I got bored.
As long as you were happy, that's the important part.
Yeah, I'm happier these days. Like the last couple of months were kind of rough, if I'm being totally honest.
The last 12 months have been rough for everyone. I mean, personally, the pandemic hasn't really affected me like emotionally or mentally because No one that I know, friend or family, has had COVID or died of COVID. Thank God. And
Thank
then
God.
even with the pandemic, like my life doesn't really like change except like school because everything's online, and I don't really go out that much. Like I go out on Fridays with some friends, and then Saturdays to work out with a friend. It's the same friend, and then even before COVID, I just stayed home, ran outside my neighborhood on my computer, watching TV, playing games. So pandemic hasn't really affected me that much. I would say though, with the pandemic though, I've had chat with a lot of like friends and family members who I haven't chatted with in a long time. So I think that's the one thing that has affected me during the pandemic. I've reached out to more people, friends and family.
That's like actually a really beautiful thing. Oh,
exactly.
Like, so that's like the rose of 2020. So do you have a thorn of 2020?
What do you mean a thorn?
Like the thorn in your side, the pain point.
Let's see. I don't know. I don't think I have any. I mean, I've had gone to the hospital like twice during the pandemic for my health, and I wasn't scared. I was just worried I was gonna get COVID, but I mean, it's a hospital and they're professionals, so I think they, know how to deal with COVID when a patient's coming in, so I wasn't completely worried. But usually, like, I just didn't like the poking with the needles, but I'm used to it now. But I don't know.
Man,
I can't really
you really are.
Oh, yes, I am. But I can't really think of a thorn I've had in 2020. I mean, it started out good, and then COVID happened. Oh, I think the thorn was losing my job during COVID because I worked at my community college in the film department, like I said before. And March 14th or 15th, when everything was starting to close, that was my last day of employment. And I was really disappointed because I loved the job. It was so cool. I had access to the whole building. I got to chat with my employees, my local not customers, co-workers.
It was
co-workers.
Community, right?
Yeah, it was cool. I miss chatting with the people. Everyone was so nice, and I liked my classes. I liked my schedule. COVID ruined everything.
Okay, so that's your thorn.
Yeah, I guess that's the thorn. Losing my job would be a thorn. But other than that, I've been surviving pretty well with COVID. I haven't gotten it yet. Actually,
you're not going to get it.
No, I found out because of my health problems, I can get vaccinated. I get my first shot this upcoming Friday.
Cool.
Yes. Okay. So the last thing we're going to do is write a number between 1 and 10, and we're going to see if we can match.
Okay, I'm thinking it.
All right. I have a number.
Oh, what's the number?
Did you write yours?
Oh, I have it in my head.
Oh, I put 7. Did you put 7?
5.
Damn it. So I've only matched with one person. I'm going to match with the second person. I did it because I do this at the end of every episode just for fun. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, and so far I only matched with like one person. I think 2, I don't remember, I have to look back.
So do you think telepathy is real?
In TV shows and comic books, yes. In real life, maybe. Hopefully. That'd be pretty cool. But that is the end of Zoom with Cousin, the special edition of Zoom with Friends, Zoom with Cousin. I want to thank my cousin Katie for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being
on. I'm eating an artichoke that I picked out of the garden right now, by the way.
Oh, I love artichokes. Those are good. I think it's good to have it with like vinegar or butter.